has like the sonic landscape of Philadelphia.
Gotta play loud enough to drown out the engine.
Yeah.
All for joining me today. I was introduced to you guys by Pleasure Tapes and quickly really fell in love with like all of your music. And I got the pleasure of a sneak peek into your new album, Hellbender, and it was so amazing. And I'm really excited for everyone else to see it as well. Would you guys like to introduce yourself first?
Yes, I'm Isaac. That's it.
You want to say what you do?
We're Soup Dreams. Oh, I sing and I play guitar. Yeah, that's a good point.
And they write the songs.
That.
I'm Emma. I play bass.
I'm Nigel. I play drums.
I'm Winnie, and I play guitar.
So, how did you guys meet one another, and what was the process of creating Soup Dreams like?
It's a long story.
Yeah, it was kind of one at a time.
Yeah, I think they kind of have to feel that first, because I joined way later.
Yeah, I met Emma and Nigel both in college. And like Soup Dreams, the project was initially like my senior recital for my degree, which I did mostly alone. And that was like our first EP, which is not on streaming anymore. But that was like, yeah, my first time making like full band sounding music, but it was all fake. And then I moved to Philly and wanted to get like a band. Wanted to get a band. So then I hit up Emma, who I already knew, and I made an Instagram post that was like, does anyone know how to play drums? And then Nigel was like, yes. And I was like, OMG, you want to play drums in my band?
I feel like I've been dropping hints for years as a frequent housemate and fan.
Yeah.
of Soup Dreams, the solo project. And then when we moved to Philly, I also ran into Nigel on the street outside a dim sum restaurant. And I was like,
Having not seen each
hey,
other for
it's
like
Nigel.
months. Yeah.
This is like right like June 2021. So we'd all gone home and
Lots
sort
of
of
outdoor street dining.
wound up in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And initially we had a different person playing guitar, whose name is Eleanor, who like recorded on some of our stuff that was like the first stuff we put out as a band. And then she didn't want to play in our band anymore because she has her own band, and was like focusing on that. Had her own band at the time, and we met Winnie through like the music scene because Winnie fronts a band called Cowpokes.
Well, there was a show, a specific show that I associate with, like, because it was like a bill that we were on with Soup Dreams, and like that was back. Well, I mean, I still try to do it, but I'm not as on top of it. Of when I like really like tried to go through and listen to everyone that I ever played a show with, like fully, before we play with them. And like we were supposed to be on a bill together at this old venue in North Philly that was really interesting, called the Tabernacle. And I like listened to all the Soup Dream stuff and I was like, damn, this is the best fucking band ever. And then like the show kind of fell through. I can't remember if it was like there was no PA and no drums or something.
There was nothing.
There was no anything.
Got hit by a bus. Like
yeah. And so then I found a new show, and my band went to go play that one. And so I was really scared that I had made maybe this band that I liked hate me forever, because I feel like Isaac was kind of upset.
I was mad, yeah.
Yeah, Isaac was a little mad. But then it all worked out. And it was okay.
Yeah, and then we poached Winnie to play guitar in our band.
Yeah, and now I don't even play in my own band ever, really. It's only Soup Dreams.
Wow, that's amazing. And where did you guys get the name Soup Dreams from?
From Julian Prime.
Yeah, our friend Julian came up with it. It's like Hoop Dreams.
You're familiar? You
but
ball out like
worse.
that?
But people, I mean, when it was my like solo thing, people used to call me Soup back in the day, and that was it. It was like, yeah, it was just a stupid pun.
A stupid.
Oh my god.
That's fucked up. Don't say that shit, dog.
Never say that again. But yeah, that's it.
And that's awesome. Yeah, and oh yeah.
I'm really sorry. No, I'm sorry I keep asking questions. Where did the name Egg Squared come from?
That's so true.
Oh, this was actually a fun one. I kind of started the zine like in high school, and like me and all my friends, we just met at this like local diner in LA called Fred 62, and we all ordered Egg Squared, and that's how we got the name Egg Squared.
I like
Yeah.
Really?
Cute.
Okay. Thank you.
But I guess like it's like similar like food names too.
Yeah.
But I feel like I like names that don't really mean anything.
Yeah.
And so Hellbender is like about to come out. What was the process like recording and making and writing songs and everything?
There were kind of two processes,
Yeah.
I think. Like, Redbird and
Wonder Dog.
Wonder Dog.
Straight.
It wasn't Stray Cat. It was Wonder Dog.
Whoa.
Were both recorded like way before the rest of the album because we were like, these are going to be the singles, which I guess they did end up being two of them at least. And
This
so
was
like
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, but it was
right?
long.
yeah, this is a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was like we were kind of scrambling. I'm playing like a completely different guitar. I think for Redbird and Wonder Dog, I'm like not even playing the Jazzmaster. It's all on the Tele. So like we went in and we recorded those in like
A week. It was over spring break.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. The first two singles took a week,
You
and
did it in
then
a week?
yeah, it was like
So
a
it was-
week. It was like
It was
5 days or
kindergarten spring
something.
break.
That's so
And then the rest of the album was also in a week, I think.
yeah, well, I remember that, but I don't remember those two songs.
No,
being a
those
week.
two songs. Yeah, I don't know if it was quite a week, but it was 4 or 5 days, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
yeah.
really wild. That
It was
Um,
so hard.
It took us so long because like record like I mean, I had never done anything like that before. Like I had never recorded in like an actual studio where we could like leave stuff set up and like kind of like make ourselves at home. And so that was really, really sweet. But I do feel like having that first like two songs and like realizing what a shit show it was because it was really, really
Yeah.
like I feel like those sound almost like overproduced in
Mhm.
comparison to the rest. Maybe that might just be me, because like we had those and we worked on them for so long, and then like when we came in to do the other ones, it was like, okay, we have a week to get done quadruple the amount of songs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we were getting so like granular with the first two, like, and like insane with it. Like we're all like very anxious and like perfectionistic. So I think we were just getting down into like, yeah, you are.
Yes, you are.
Like we're good. Yeah, I don't know, getting down into like diminishing returns.
I feel like we like all got crazy about slightly different specific things. Like I went nuts over tempo and time like the time in the song started to feel completely unreal, and I was like, we're not locked in, and like freaked out for a whole day.
Yeah, recording is like a psychological nightmare.
It's
Yeah.
for us
psychological
anyway. I
nightmare.
think some people are known to have fun with it.
I think you can like hear that at the end of Wonder Dog. I was recording so many solos like over and over and over because I don't like write parts, and it's I think a major flaw where I just kind of like play like an improvisational thing from like most of the Soup solos, and then I have to kind of learn the one that ends up getting recorded. But at the end of Wonder Dog, there's actually, I think there's like 2 or 3 solos layered at the end. And so there's like one normal one and then one that we recorded like 4 hours after the normal one. It's like, it's me in there kind of playing guitar on this like Jaguar with microphonic pickup. Like they were just like really fucked up pickups that could also pick up your voice and all that. And playing slide on that with an empty Red Bull can, while Nigel just sat there and like went like this on a wah pedal.
I think for people who haven't heard the single, I think you're gonna think it sounds sick.
I worked really hard. I fought to get a vocal credit on the album, and that was the one way I could do it, by yelling into a guitar.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. But when you point out that like Wonder Dog and Redbird were like recorded so long ago, like I could definitely see the difference. Like when I listened to the two singles, and then like I listened to the two singles first because that was like what was out on Spotify, but then I like listened to like the rest of the album like once I could hear it, and I was like, oh wow, there's like a huge difference actually now that I like see it. But yeah, I think my personal favorite lyric from the album is from Dust, which reads, I never understood why healing feels so itchy. I think it perfectly describes like the awkwardness and pain of healing. I also love the instance in like Michigan where there's like this huge like guitar screaming right before I heard the cat scream. What are some of your personal favorite lyrics and musical moments in Hellbender?
I credit that entirely to Emma.
What?
Wait, or was it not? I don't remember. Someone from the rhythm section was talking.
Tell them apart.
No. I don't remember who it was. Someone was talking about. It might have been Nigel, actually. Now that I think about it, was talking about like painting a picture with your musical parts. And I was like fucking around trying to make cat noises because I think I was meowing a lot at the time. Not in like that, like I'm not that kind of T-girl, like I'm not, but like I was trying to figure out how to make the cat noises and then it ended up working, so I feel like that's all on you guys.
My favorite part of the whole song.
Yeah, I really love that part.
A lot of cats. There's a cat in Dust too.
Yeah, and I noticed like how a lot of the songs like throughout the album reference each other. Like I forgot which song, but it was like the Dust Clouds, and then like there was so many cats. There's the cat in Michigan, but then there's stray cats. And I just wondered if you guys like had a narrative like through line that like listeners can follow.
I feel like, well, Isaac's cat Jared is just like a very important just a very important person.
Yeah, one of like the
history
3
of this
cats that
band.
I fuck with, I think.
I feel like the cat thing is, or like the cat through line is partially because a lot of the songs got written while I was like really struggling to like take care of myself, and I had my cat and I had to take care of him. So a lot of them are like, or like, yeah, a bunch of those lyrics are sort of referencing like the feeling of like things sort of like slipping like below standard or like slipping out of control, but like needing to like show up for a creature, whether the creature is like a little guy or it's like you're trying to show up for yourself or whatever. So I think that imagery is in a lot of the songs. Yeah, I think I cut you off. Okay. Nope. Yep.
I think it's funny you say that too, because I remember when we were listening to like all the songs together for the first time, like after they'd finally been recorded, a lot. I kind of don't want to say which ones because I feel like it's better for people to like make the connections themselves. But I feel like there were a lot of songs that had lines that seemingly referenced each other. Where I was like, "Wait, whoa, did you mean that?" And you were like, "No."
Yeah, it was totally a mistake.
I feel like there's got to be something subconscious.
I was gonna say I feel like a really important thing for me at least, like playing songs is like kind of understanding the like meaning behind them. So I feel like a lot of the time I'll play this game called Genius Lyrics where you basically you get really drunk with someone and then you sit there and you go through each other's songs. Like someone will name a song and they'll go through that song like lyric by lyric and kind of like explain why they wrote the lyric that way, like the circumstances that created it, the like why the music under it feels the way that it does. And so like I feel like when I was first get acquainted with stuff, having those like conversations with Isaac was kind of important to me. And there was like this one when we were in North Philadelphia at my old place, and we went on a walk to this this old abandoned church that I normally sit on the steps of when I need to think. And while we were sitting there and like talking about like kind of songs, but also a bunch of other stuff, there were these people who came up to us and they were like, hey, we run like a group in the area for like troubled queer youth. Like we just like do dinners, like, and we were both like, we don't really have any money. Like, I'm really sorry, we can't give you anything. And they were like, no, like if you'd be interested. And I think you were like 25. 25.
Yeah,
and I was 21 or 22. And we were like, we're not troubled queer youths. We're just sitting here talking about soup dreams and my housing situation at the time.
It's a fine line.
So
It's a fine line.
I feel like that should be like a music video moment, like a cut at the end where it's like a whole like script. Was there like a idea of how you ordered the songs, or was it kind of random?
I felt really
That's all
strongly.
Nigel.
Hey, that's me.
Well, that's you too.
Emma came up with the final order.
I feel like as soon as we finished recording the album, the whole thing, like we went out for drinks and I was like, it has to be like this. But I don't think there was any process to that.
You were just like, this is what it is.
But then
well, there were a few
that what
things
it
that
went
were really important. No, because we went through a few orders
Yeah.
before we got to the actual order.
Yeah.
I'm like the one thing about like really specifically thinking about how it's going to sound on physical media, and like the concept of an A side and a B side, both is just like a way of structuring the album, but also as like we were like, oh, we're gonna like try and get this actually released so that we have like cassettes or we have CDs or we have whatever. And like I feel like that kind of went like I feel like the two sides are kind of even in vibes where they
Yeah.
both hit, you know, there's sort of like a peak down, you know, build back up.
Right. Yeah. It felt like there had to be like an arc to it. Not necessarily not even necessarily thematically, but like in vibe and in feel. Yeah, and I feel like there's like two mini arcs and then a bigger one. And then there are some on like the end of side B that I feel like sort of like for me and my listening recontextualize the early songs on side A. But
Well, I feel like the two mini arcs and the big arc is like such a like classical music thing.
yeah.
Or at least like I really
Yeah.
and also you were doing and you.
Wait, what are you saying?
Well, I went to a conservatory and like you also were doing a lot of those classes with me
Yeah.
for a while, like music
Well, I
theory
feel like
classes and stuff.
we come from like classical music piano background, and then you were studying composition.
And I feel like the like small overarching big thing like just got so ingrained
Yeah.
that it kind of showed up in the song order. And then I also always wanted to make a concept album like when I was a teenager and I was like dreaming about being in a band, which this is like not a concept album at all, but I think like trying to come up with like some sort of like because there are like repeating characters and repeating themes. I feel
Yeah.
like sort of like
There are like threads to pull.
yeah yep.
If you want to destroy
You want it- yeah,
sweater in a way.
Yes.
Yeah, and I actually didn't realize what a hellbender was, like the salamander, until I searched
Neither
it
did
up.
I.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, this is such a cool like thing. I thought it was just like the name that you came up with. But like, could you tell us more about why this animal has been so inspirational? And like, I mean, I guess it's like such a big part of the song The Shining, but yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Well, why did it want to get called that? I think I initially liked the way it sounded, and then I was like, but it's like a creature, like a weird creature that is um, like native to our region. And I like that it sounds really tough because I wanted to like make stuff sound tough.
You got a posture.
Because I feel like Soup Dreams, the project in itself has gotten very like soft washed a lot, in a way that like has felt sort of like misgendery to me, because I think people like see, especially before it was a band, when it was just me, like would see my music as very like female singer songwriter. And I was always just like, no, I'm like a guy in a rock band. Like, so I think I was into like making it sound more tough, and I like that it sounds kind of hardcore, but it's actually
Just a weird freaky little guy.
freaky little guy. Yeah, that felt kind of on the nose. And then yeah, the like amphibianness was cool too to play around with.
The porousness.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
That's all.
Yeah, but it was fun to like actually search up Hellbender. I don't know. Oh, I guess it was like what the song that made me like actually think about it, because I was like, oh, this sounds like a creature. Like, oh, this is like actually a thing. Um, but yeah, and I noticed that a lot of your music references many places throughout America and like being on the road, like older stuff like the Highway Song, Trash Mountain, and now Michigan. How does being from Philly and your environment as a whole influence your music?
Well, I think I speak in like a very like not like obviously I can't speak on lyrics, but like music wise, I feel like for me at least, like the Philly whole like shoegaze revival, bullshit kind of had like for a while my pedal board I think was like exclusively distortion. I think I had like one overdrive pedal, one distortion pedal, and two fuzzes, and that was like the only thing. So for a while, for a lot of these songs, it was just like I want to be really loud. And that was like, I mean, like kind of tying into I would always get really pissed off when we get placed on these bills that were like just all like really soft, just like girl bands. And like, it's not that I have a problem with that.
Respect women and all
Yeah,
that.
like I love women. But fucking it was just like I just like being from Philadelphia, I feel like the one thing that was really cool to me was that like I would go to shows and it wouldn't be just like one person with an acoustic guitar. It would be like a band playing music, and like more so a band than a person. I feel like the really like just like the prevalence of non-solo acts really got me, because like a lot of the time you even see like it's like one person with a backing band, and even though it's like Isaac writes the songs, like I don't know, it still feels to a degree
like we all have
collaborative.
ownership
They
over the
wouldn't
band.
sound close to what they sound like. Like they would just sound completely different. And it wasn't.
I feel like I also feel like a little bit allergic to like being lumped in with like the singer-songwriter thing. Although there are plenty of singer-songwriters that I enjoy listening to. But yeah, I think it's because like what Isaac has like
Wow.
The sonic landscape of Philadelphia.
Yeah, you gotta play loud enough to drown out the engine.
Yeah.
That's kind of the...
Yeah. It feels like we're all important to the sound, and to me that feels like a different thing. I forgot what I was saying.
Well, yeah.
That's how
Well,
it goes.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay, I feel like Philly music also like upon moving to Philly, I was like so obsessed with like Philly, like 2010s Philly indie music, like Hop Along or like Algernon or like I don't know, like Swearin' or I don't know,
Waxahachie.
Yeah,
Japanese Breakfast.
There's
everybody.
a crazy deep like indie rock TM, like not like alternative or like shoegaze revival or like any, but like just like kind of purist indie rock type music, and I was really obsessed with that sound. And then it was cool because I feel like we all got really obsessed with that sound to some extent and would like listen, especially Winnie.
Wait,
I don't feel like we talked about it.
I feel like we kind of disagree on this, where it's like I don't fuck with Waxahachie.
I don't really fuck with Waxahachie either, but you do.
Oh, I like Waxahachie.
No,
but I feel like we got into like I don't know, like then it became a different thing.
Yeah. I feel like the big one for me, like that's even adjacent to that, is like Radiator Hospital.
Yeah.
That was like so crazy. I spent so much time in college crying to like Cut Your Bangs and our song is crazy. I also fuck with the Taylor Swift Our Song, but the Radiator Hospital Our Song, that goes hard.
Yeah, no, that's so funny because I've been listening to like Cut Your Bangs on repeat. Like recently, I got back into Radiator Hospital. Yeah.
Do you like the girl pool version or the Radiator Hospital version better?
I actually didn't realize that Radiator Hospital did it first. I had like listened to their music beforehand, but I didn't realize like Girl Pools was a cover. But I finally found like the Radiator Hospital like original version, and it's so much better.
Thank you. I've had this argument so many times. It really is.
I'm gonna go Girl Pool.
I know. You're actually the person that I've had the argument with so many times.
I gotta go Girl Pool.
It's like part of the touring process. There's like there's a few influential steps. Normally we'll argue about some song and which version of it is better. And then at some point, Emma and Isaac will both put their headphones on in the back seat and go nonverbal, and me and Nigel will sit up front and listen to stand-up comedy.
That's how we get through it.
You drive by the Dumfries Manassas song. I know it's Dumfries, but the Dumfries Manassas sign, like in Virginia.
Hollow ground.
Yeah.
Hollow ground. And the cigarette pole. I don't know if that's influential to you guys, but you know what I'm talking about? I'm looking at the only other smoker. Well, X, I guess. But
I'm good.
there's like this big pole in Virginia that has a bunch of like Marlboro brands wrapped around it. It's right on the highway. I'll point it out next time. I'll point it out later this month. Yeah.
Basically, we're road dogs.
We are not road dogs.
Basically, we never tour.
We never tour. They're both elementary school teachers, which makes finding time to do that rough.
Yes.
I guess connected to that, like seeing that you guys have been on tour all over America. Like honestly, you guys said that you guys don't go on tour that much, but it was like a lot of tours to me. But what was like, and this is my favorite question to ask like all bands, but what was each one of your most memorable or shocking stories from a live show?
Oh my gosh.
I'm thinking about when we played like a little festival down in Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Yes.
Called Mac Rock. And we stayed in like a very kind person, Annie, right?
Maybe different name now.
I'm
actually not sure.
Okay. A very kind person's lovely apartment, but their cat had ripped down the sheet that was the door to the bathroom.
Most of the like house rules were about what the cat Beefcake had done to the apartment.
Yeah.
The
That
apartment, it
was-
was like a studio apartment. It was one room, and the bathroom was also in it
Connected
without a door.
to the bedroom.
bedroom. Yes. So if you wanted to take a shit in the middle of the night, which obviously I did,
Had to
you had to do it in full view of like a sleeping person
Who is also your host?
who was your host that you didn't know. That was like really crazy.
yeah, a lot of
feeling.
shit came out of that. Red shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That was a really
I went
that
to
was a really
church.
silly weekend.
You did go to
When he
church.
went to church,
I did go to church.
we listened to so much Elvis Costello.
And Viceroy. Ode to Viceroy.
Yeah.
First
Um,
Viceroy
and-
of the
I
day
think
hits
we
different.
hit like 21 listens
10th
of
Viceroy the day hits
of
different.
Ode to Viceroy by Mac DeMarco in one day.
And we drove down in a van. that
Yes.
said- it was like
Radio Kismet.
the back just says "Move to Philadelphia."
Which is not my
Largest
goal.
font.
I don't want
move
don't
here.
move to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And then you and Lucy, right?
Both
got
got sick.
like norovirus. and,
Norovirus
like,
on the
puked
way
out
back.
I don't
stomach.
know what it was. I think it was probably food. Wait, no, because Lucy's parents got sick too.
I mean, norovirus can be foodborne.
True. Yeah, we got after everyone else was sleeping, and me and Lucy and and Isaac for a short time, right?
But,
And our host went to the like after party
yeah, it was really really cool.
at this fucking old like legendary venue down there called Crayola House. And then afterwards, Isaac went back early, I think, and then me and Lucy and this person came. We went back to their place, and they were like, "I'll buy you sheets," and so we DoorDashed sheets. And then
That's what. Did
and
it.
Lucy got the most. I wish she was here to fucking tell you what she got, but it was like a diabolical order. It was so
Wait, is,
bad.
Is Sheets nationwide? Is that a
No,
regional
Sheets
thing?
is not nationwide.
Okay.
Do you know what a Sheets is? Do you know what a Wawa is?
No.
Okay, so
It's
like
like a truck stop.
kind of like a gas station, but like ready-made food.
You can get like an evil sandwich.
You can get like
It's
everything.
been the downfall of so many bands.
Yeah, and Lucy
Clean
got
that
like
too.
this fucking. I don't remember if it was a burrito or a sandwich, but I know there were like mozzarella sticks
inside it.
inside of the sandwich. Yeah, God bless her. She did merch and all that.
Yeah, I feel like that's my most memorable tour story. And Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh.
Oh.
when we slept above the venue in bunk beds.
Yeah, in
And there was
triple
a-
bunk beds.
There was a lizard, a Komodo dragon.
no,
No,
a bearded
a
dragon.
bearded
A
dragon.
bearded dragon. And we
I've
played
said that too.
poker.
Named Mochi with a heart over the
Oh,
eye.
We played
Yeah.
poker with a bunch of bottle caps, I think, or coins. And they wouldn't let me smoke inside, but that's okay. But I
Even
really
though it was,
wanted
like,
to,
allowed.
even though it was allowed. I just, yeah, it was really good.
I'm thinking about you like handing the guitar to people. Like,
Oh yeah,
I'm also thinking about Nigel saving me from falling out the car window.
yes,
In
yes,
Cleveland.
yes. In Cleveland, at
None of
Happy
these is, like,
Dog.
us
We-
playing a show. This
with
is all the
Total
stuff that happened
Downer.
while we were driving around.
No, wait, because immediately post show in Chicago, which is my most memorable tour experience.
Oh man.
When Robbie managed the tour,
Yes.
and I got baptized in
Oh, that
Lake
was
Michigan.
really
Michigan.
fun.
And
Yeah.
I think I was butt ass naked. I don't think anyone else was.
Can confirm.
Because I didn't want to get my clothes wet, and you dry quicker. And also,
When he was like,
It was
burrowing
late at
a
night.
hole like into
Yeah.
Lake Michigan,
Yeah,
so
I was-
it would be deep enough to like get all the way in.
yeah, and then I got baptized by our homie Robbie, who was managing the tour, and then Ella from Squirrel Flower. And then also, what was his name? Oh, I feel really bad. I'm not remembering it. Something Cloud. Lucky Cloud on Instagram, I think, but I don't remember what his actual name is.
We only learn people's Instagram handles.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I guess the theme is like, yeah, this is one of my favorite things about like, even if they're not that long, like you're meeting people like all day, every day.
Yeah.
I mean, except for the driving parts, but like you just rack up like so many new connections and friends, even in just like a few days. So I feel like that
and you
is what
see a
stands
lot of
out.
weird stuff, which is cool to
Totally.
have.
I feel like it must be so fun to be on the road, and like the imagery of like the triple bunk bed is really like what got me.
It
But
was
okay,
fucked up, man. It was really fucked up.
Being on the road is like awesome, and then you feel like
It's like type
terrible, and then you feel awesome again, and then you feel terrible.
Yeah, I feel like it's like, well, someone said this about through hiking, but I think it's like there's so like through hiking and tour are the same thing. Like you like experience the full range of human emotion like every single day. Like you're like, I hate this, I like want to quit, I want to go home, and then you're like, this is the best thing ever, and then you're like, I'm on a floor next to someone's underwear, and it's like, yeah.
and what was the process for
Yeah.
making the Wonder Dog music video like?
It was so fun.
So fun.
Yes, it was fun. Well, we
It
have
was
like
fun.
there's like a skate crew that I am a part of. That's so funny to say. I'm not good at skating. But some
Are you
people
gonna name drop?
some people are. What the skate crew is called.
Yeah.
We're called the Flying Tarantulas. And I really wanted to have a video that starred a lot of those people skating because I thought I don't know, no reason. Thought it would be fun and cute. And luckily, my girlfriend is a filmmaker, so I was just like, "Hey, babe, like, will you make us a music video for $0?" And she was down. And then also our friend Liz is really good with like, well, they're a really good skater and really good with camera stuff. So they came down from Vermont to film it for us, which was crazy. And
then there was like an open call to like just everyone sort of in our circle, like if
yeah,
you know there's going to be
Come
a
and
couple,
hang out.
hang out,
yeah, I bought a bunch of snacks.
dress goofy or sexy, and
Yeah.
slide around on
Like the day before, I was like, everybody wear your sluttiest outfit. Everyone was like, no.
I didn't get the memo. I don't think.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I sprained my wrist.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Then
It
she
wasn't
couldn't
all
play the
fun and
bass.
games.
And then I
Yeah,
couldn't
we
play the
couldn't
bass.
play shows for
It
a
was
sec.
kind of fucked up.
It was like we were like, Emily, you can do it. You can go over the bump. Like
The
you
small
got
hill.
this. And then like
Immediately.
Yeah.
We played
smacked.
the worst Porch Fest set of all time. Well, it wasn't the worst. It was pretty good.
I thought it was pretty fun. But I had to like whip out the keyboard again.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really fun. It was an incredibly long, hot day at 3 different skate parks. And I feel like if we were and then we did it another day at another skate park. And our friend Frank, who does cardistry, came and like did cardistry. And I feel like that ended up like making the video.
It did.
Like
It did.
their shit was so
It made
cool.
it so good.
Yeah. One of the foremost cardisters.
So true.
Yeah.
Goes to conventions and shit.
Yeah.
Bro is locked in.
But it was Dorothea and Liz's vision.
Yeah.
So,
And I think that they didn't know that we wanted them both to direct, and so we showed up and we're like, okay, what do we do? And they were like, I don't know, like we're just here to film you. So it was like I'm like not shocked that it came out cool because like they're both really talented, but I also am shocked because I at least had no vision at all. I was just like, my friends should skate in a video.
I think that's awesome though. Yeah, I didn't realize that it was filmed at like multiple skate parks. I feel like it just felt very authentic and like it reminded me of I like used to do roller derby when I was like really young, like
Yo!
as an 8-year-old. But like my I think my derby name was Spider, so I guess it's kind of similar to the tarantulas. But that was definitely like nostalgic of that in some way.
Aw,
cool.
yeah.
But yeah,
as an 8-year-old.
That's like dirt.
Yeah.
It's so cool to do derby as an 8-year-old.
oh yeah, there's like a lot of like young derby troops in LA, I think. I don't know.
Go whip it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Best
don't.
movie
I
ever.
just watched that for the first time on vacation with Dirt's family.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, but I feel like, well, the other, I mean, I guess you guys have been there to witness it in a sort of sense. I feel like I constantly watch music videos. And so like it used to be like this is like this recent stretch has been the only time that we haven't practiced at my house since I joined the band. I think that's like the main reason why they put me in. But
Basement haver.
yeah,
Until
basement
now.
haver until now.
And then we found out you have other qualities.
Yeah. It became endearing after a second.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I felt like so unprepared, like the same kind of thing where it's like you turn up and you're like, well, what do we do? And they're like, well, I don't know. What did you want to do? And like you think that would prepare you, just like watching the Sabotage music video 80 times a day.
It turns out liking music videos doesn't.
It turns out it
It
doesn't.
doesn't mean that you're good at being
Know
in
what to
music
do and
videos.
what-
That's how I feel about taking pictures.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've seen so many pictures.
I see images all day, every day.
It just doesn't translate.
Yeah. I mean, also, like, this is such a exciting moment for you guys. I mean, we couldn't have scheduled it better that, like, the album's coming out tonight, and you guys are, like, this is your
Don't
debut
mention that.
album. And you guys are getting ready for your fall tour, right? And how does it feel to be, like, right on the cusp of everything?
I think it varies.
Yeah. For me, like nothing has hit. Like I've gotten intermittently somewhat nervous, but I don't like. I know October is gonna be like we're really clocking in, but it doesn't really feel like that yet.
I think it's kind of hit for me. I'm just like thinking about my schedule. Like there's an Eagles game the day before that I have to work for. So I'm gonna close at my restaurant for the Eagles. Go Birds, by the way, obviously. But I'm gonna close for the Eagles game, which is gonna be really stressful. And then the next day I have court at 9 a.m. And then the day after that we leave for tour. So it's like I feel like I'm kind of already geeking about it, but I don't,
Yeah. For me, it's like, I feel like I can't even really imagine being on tour right now because it's the beginning of the school year in kindergarten. And that's just like, it feels like that takes up all 24 hours of the day in my brain. Like I dream about it. So it's like hard to imagine stopping that and then like going on tour, which feels like the polar opposite of working in kindergarten. Yeah, so like I can't even imagine it right now.
The one other element of it for me though is like I feel like this is our first time like releasing an album, so I think we're practically like gonna figure out what that's like, but it's kind of exciting too because we finished mixing this like a while back. It's been sort of sitting on it for a while, and then we weren't. Isaac was through hiking for the summer.
Let there be light.
Yeah, thank you. And so we were sort of like on hiatus for like a few weeks, but now like we're kind of the band is coming back together, and it feels like we have all these
band back together.
Milestones to like hit the ground running a little bit, which is cool.
Yeah,
that's true. I feel like I like stepped out of the woods and then like turned my phone back on and was like,
it's happening.
I have to put my band hat on.
It also like it feels like we've been sitting on the album for so long.
Yeah, and especially be like new album.
Like most of the songs we started playing.
Like this is the first batch of songs we did. We
started playing these songs in like April 2022.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's been a minute.
It's like we basically have learned like a whole new album's worth of songs in the space between like first learning these and the album coming out.
Yeah,
so
getting ready for this tour is like
it's hard because we have to relearn all these songs.
We have made all these other ones in between.
Yeah, so it's kind of a trip.
That's so exciting though, and like you guys should come to LA or I should go to Philly. I do want to see the music scene in Philly as well.
I'm to Philly.
We
should go to LA.
But yeah,
I hate the West Coast.
I want to go to the West Coast.
Oh,
I love
dude,
LA.
wait, you know who I
I love
fuck with from the
LA.
West Coast? Fucking not wait, what's the is it Everclear or is it it's Everclear, right? That
I don't know.
do you know there's this 90s alt band
It's Everclear.
called Everclear, yeah. And the dude from it, our Alacasas, what used to be in before he was in Everclear was in this band called the Easy Hose, and they put out this album called Tragic Songs of Life. It's like a bunch of like cowpunk covers of like old country standards, and then also like a few originals. I fuck with that, but other than that, West Coast is dead to me. I'm sorry.
And for the last question, in your personal opinion, what is the best soup for the best dreams?
Ooh.
People ask us what our favorite soup is like a lot, but we've never gotten that one.
That's true.
Best soup for the best dreams. I've been on a real pho kick, and also, it's good for the dreams because I feel like, well, what am I talking about? I feel like I'm always on the verge of getting sick, so I need like a good, like illness preventing soup with a lot of like aromatics in it.
Totally.
Maybe I really, really love beef barley soup because it was like a big part of my childhood, I think. Like Laura Malcarney loved to make some beef barley soup. And like it feels very hearty, and it also keeps well, so you can have it for like a few days and just reheat it. And that's like kind of like very wonderful to me. I feel like it also puts you to sleep, gives you good dreams. It's also good breakfast.
I'll say probably butternut squash with a crunchy piece of toast.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Although I was like really, really craving lentil soup all summer. Like I couldn't stop thinking about lentil soup.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
There's so many lentils in the fridge, like prepared. Like you could probably have lentils in like the next 10 minutes.
That's crazy.
Nigel?
Oh, I was agreeing with everybody else. I think
You have the hardest job because you're last.
Yeah.
I think a soup that you either make with people or is made for you by somebody that you know that you care about.
Such a good answer.
I mean every word.
Yeah, Nigel's the only one who got media training.
I like to order my soup in and eat it alone.
Whoa.
The
Yeah.
generation.
I feel like I enjoy eating soup with other people far more than I enjoy eating it alone. But I
I'm just like
respect that.
literally thinking about my
No,
bowl
that's, like, really
of chicken
yeah.
pho that I order when I'm alone.
In the dark.
Yeah,
And I eat it in the dark.
No, that's real.
And then I go to sleep.
That's
without
real
eating
as
it in the dark.
fuck.
I
That's
do.
real as fuck.
I actually like. I feel like the visual of like just like falling asleep while eating soup is like so crazy. I feel we should just
Yeah, it's
like a
dangerous.
visualizer of like lyrics running over like people falling asleep with soup. Like it's just like
That's a genius idea.
It's gonna get us on a bunch more quiet bills though. We got to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that they're gonna fall asleep.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. And I was like, so I haven't gotten the tape in the mail yet, but I'm so excited to listen to the tape version as well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank
for
you.
talking to us.
Really
This was like really
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
We
Thank
feel so-
you. Yeah.
Okay.